Hey everybody, welcome back to Boys Only Club episode, I don't know if it's 39 or 40.
42.
But it's going to say right on the screen, it's got to be 39. No, it's got to be 40. No, it's got to be 39.
It's 39.
Have you ever seen a Boys Only Club episode?
I've seen a couple when they're about me. The engagement one.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I listened to that. And then I listened to, I think there was a couple I listened to, yeah.
Well, there's a reason Kib's here today. It's because Reina couldn't be here for this episode, and I wasn't going to fuck her over like I did last time where she was like, can you please just, if you have any time at all, please get a guest on the podcast and film it, and Mike can't edit it this week, and that's just up to...
Mike can't edit it this week.
Mike can't edit it when he doesn't get paid? Oh no!
Oh, Mike can't do free work? Oh, that's okay.
So, we went with Kib. Closest guest there is.
Closest guest there is. You hardly knew me.
He was 2 feet away from me in the office. I said, Kib, what's the chance you want to do this? He said, no. I said, Kib, what's the chance you want to do this? He said, yes.
You get me every time.
It's that
if I ever
second asking.
say no, just ask again. I'll always say yes.
Forgets about the first time, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So this is going to be just a car boys, but boys only club. Are you farting? Is that what you're doing? Jesus Christ.
Wow, I'm about to shit my pants.
It can't be as bad as yesterday.
Oh.
I don't know if anything can be as bad as yesterday.
Your fart or mine?
Mine, dude.
You know what was probably the worst part about that? First, let's explain how that happened.
Okay, so let's just explain the atmosphere in general.
The atmosphere's so funny.
22% carbon, 38% nitrogen, and 10% oxygen. And we had a meeting going on. Well, I wasn't really a part of the meeting because I'm not doing that much.
You should have been. That was the other funny part about it.
Oh, I was playing Overwatch.
It was a very important meeting about the season 2 finale.
And plus, it's like, it was pretty much just talking about shots, and that's not what I'm doing for this one.
No, it was. Like, I didn't even need to be a part of it. I just liked to know.
Yeah. Actually, you know what I was also working on? I was working on an After Effects thing for a different video. Anyway, back to the farts. Everybody was pretty calm, I think.
Yeah, very calm atmosphere, very productive.
It was very productive.
Very productive. It was very coherent and smooth. Everything was going fabulous. I was very excited about it. Very excited. I was very excited about it.
Never been that excited.
And then Steve walks over. First he says, "Where's my vape? Where is it?" And I'm over in the corner going...
Yeah, pretending
ignoring him,
on purpose.
Which made myself laugh very hard.
Yeah.
And then Steve walked over. He's like, I'm farting. He whispers into my ear, I'm farting. And then I just go,
yeah, you shit your pants. Wait, was that your mouth or was that your ass?
It was my ass entirely.
Ew,
I actually shit.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, God, I did it silently. Everybody's going to think that whole part.
And they did.
Yeah.
They were like, oh.
Yeah, because you blamed it on me right away.
Because I was like, yeah, you just said you farted. Of course it's you.
But what matters next is not just the sound, because it wasn't just a silent and deadly. It was everybody in the whole room. It was the worst fart I've ever had. I don't know what. Oh my God,
dude!
It's because I had 3 orders of mac and cheese balls the previous night,
and you drank all night,
and a peanut butter shake.
So it was hangover, peanut butter,
and cheese balls.
And mac and cheese.
Oh.
Just the worst combination.
Oh, God. And like 5 seconds into that fart, I get back to my desk, and she was like, oh. And he's like,
dude, that fart lingered forever. The only way that fart could have been worse is if you ate diarrhea. There's no other way that could have been worse.
Dude, and then it kept happening. And the best part is, I have this, since the air conditioning in here doesn't work for the past week, I had the fan blowing on me, and it only is pointed at Autumn in the back. So
anytime you fart, nothing. You don't smell a single thing. Fresh air. Autumn just shit immediately into her eyes. She's gonna get pink eye.
I hope so.
From your farting.
Dude, it only goes to her. And she's just like in the...
Poor
I know
fucking
it's gonna
girl.
happen because I'll just
I know I'm gonna fart.
And then it'll be silent for a solid 20 seconds, and then I'm just like, oh no.
She's just a single tear rolls down her face.
Dude, she's gotta hate working.
And then she types up her letter of leaving, her resignation letter. Oh wow, dude.
We live a very blessed life.
We get fun on the daily. Hit these vapes. This isn't a sponsor, but these are cool. Don't go get these because it's not a sponsor on this. But very cool vape.
Oh, you released a song recently. I wanted to talk to you about that.
Oh wow, you do?
You released a song. It's called Christmas.
No, it's called California.
Sorry, I was thinking about Christmas.
Do you like it? What do you think of it?
It's probably one of my favorite holidays. I think that
Christmas? Shush.
No, I really like everything. Except one thing in particular. I told you not to do, and you're like, no one's gonna know.
Everyone's commenting on the video.
Yes.
At first, I was like, dude, one guy commented it, and he was like, hey, maybe
Those are all my
maybe
accounts.
just an advice, just some advice, a tip for you. Don't use the default kit and bass drum and
in
snare.
FL Studio, yeah.
Every comment, 90% of them. But like they're mostly productive. They're more just like, hey, just a tip, don't listen to this. But there's like 5 of them that are like,
hey, just a tip for everybody listening to the song. Don't listen to the song.
hey, just a tip.
I just think I feel like I heard the camera click.
Oh, I did too. Oh, I'm farting.
Oh, I'm entirely stupid. Wow.
I swear to God, I heard it too.
Dude, I don't know what that was.
It was a.
That's so that's
over
so
there.
weird. Anyway,
Absolutely. But there was 5 comments that were, hey, this made this unlistenable. Having the bass drum and the snare, unlistenable.
well, you'll just have to do another version of it.
Yeah, well, and as there is being done,
Oh my God,
producer Benzie, DJ
that's
Benzie,
fucking crazy.
dude, yeah.
Have you talked about that at all?
No, not publicly or anything. I mean, I don't know. I just never have.
Are you able to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to?
Sure, just for fun.
It's a pretty crazy thing.
I forget the artist, Mike Posner.
Mike Posner, yeah, he did a
yeah.
Pill and Ibiza.
Pillanies with the bees.
He did the
pillaging the bees
he
with
did
the flight of the bumblebee.
The Philippine pillaging. That song about going to the Philippines
That hasn't
in
happened
early
yet, dude.
1810s.
I haven't pillaged them yet.
Yeah. And that's crazy that he's actually producing your song.
Yeah, so there's this really fucking talented producer / DJ. He's more of a DJ, but he's also a producer. He's an amazing producer, and he has like a whole group of friends. And they worked with like Big Sean, Mike Posner. He helped
Little
produce
Sean,
Little Sean,
Posner.
Big Sean, Medium Sean, Little Posner, Lil Pumpner,
Little Dog Paws. That guy's my favorite artist.
Little Shitty,
Little Shitty. Dude, that's a terrible rap name.
Little Shitty. It's a parody of Dickie's name,
And
but
it
it's cool,
sounds so great. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately.
dude. And then last night I didn't even.
I want to listen to it again because it's so good.
He literally
And
said,
I hate music.
He's like, this is literally just a skeleton. A lot of that's just placeholders, like the trumpets. He's like, what? I didn't say anything negative about it. He just randomly sent me. He's like, what do you think of the trumpets?
I like the trumpets. I just don't like certain parts of
But
it.
he said, he's like, I've never used trumpets before. It's just a placeholder. He's like, this is just bare bones skeleton right now. He's like, I'm gonna like do some shit to it. He's like, it's gonna be a smash. And I was like,
it sounds great.
Fucking cool.
And then we've also got just a couple friends acoustic version.
Yeah.
Sorry that this is just a promotional video for
No, but it's like
Sugar Pine
shit we're
Seven.
actually passionate about. Like
Yeah.
passion projects that we work on are usually music and like scripts.
Truly, yeah.
Potentially.
I
Always.
finally started writing again, which is like Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, you got back. Did you write more to that? I'm
Yeah,
burping and
the
hiccuping.
second I start working on it again, I remember why I left off because it was this it's this dad abuse scene, and I'm like I really don't know how to do this, so I've like watched a bunch of things for inspiration,
Oh no, that's gotta fuck you up a bit.
and then I went back into it, and this is like a month later at least
Mm-hmm.
that I've started writing again, and I'm like writing this scene, and it's such a hard thing to go back into, especially that scene in particular, and it's,
Because you just like, is it weird to write it, or you literally don't know how to write it?
I want to write it differently. I think that's the main goal. Is I want to write it differently than how you always see like
That's cool.
parental abuse scenes.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's
Yeah, I
going to be
like
from
that.
behind a door, so you only hear
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of Riverdale. Oh, no, is it Riverdale?
So you hear. I'll just give you a little sneak peek. You don't like the kids listening on the other side of the door to abuse happening,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't realize it's abuse until because the kid on the inside of the
Till the
door
kid
doesn't
comes out or
respond.
something?
No, until he goes, implying that he was being choked.
Oh wow.
So that's how you start to realize.
Very
yeah.
good. That's
So it's-
fucked, dude.
It's gonna be fucked.
You're twisted.
I am,
You're twisted, dude.
but it's a fun thing to write. It really is.
Well, I mean, it's like you're writing shit that you would otherwise never even think about,
Yeah.
have had an experience to. So it's like exploring your mind and how you would think in those situations.
Yeah,
because
exactly. And you get
it's
to
like-
explore the depths of human
probably-
depravity.
Would cathartic be the correct word to use during that, or not really?
It's just entertaining, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, cathartic would be like me writing about
Self-reflective. more
something.
so.
Yeah. Like that's what SP7 sometimes is. God,
Yeah.
my
you.
allergies. It's just
Are they
my
fucked?
nose. If I breathe out weirdly, it like burns. Oh fuck.
I'm like this all the time, every day.
They've finally gotten most of the fires to a like a certain level of containment. Like I know
really?
a lot of them are like 90% contained right now.
I thought they were all out by now.
The Thomas fire still almost
the
not
Thomas fire
contained.
located?
I think unless it's updated in the past like day. I haven't checked.
Where's
But
it
it's
located?
up in Ventura by Alyssa's farms and all that.
Yuck, dude. Did she get affected at all?
They were going to, but it stopped. I think
Thank
before I got to
fuck,
them.
man.
Yeah, no, they were so close to.
Because is she an owner of the business, or
Oh, yeah.
a CEO, or like literally an owner?
She's an owner. Yeah,
This is her family business,
Yeah.
right? That's cool.
Her and her
curious,
brother.
What exactly does she do? She just like, they farm.
she does
mass
HR.
farming?
They
Oh,
do.
HR.
The company is a labor management labor contracting company for farms. So they pass the workers off
cool.
to certain farms. And then they also have, terry berries. Get your strawberries, easy.
Hey, get them only from them, not from the vendors on the street.
Oh, yeah, because they steal.
Yeah,
Probably.
they steal. It's so crazy, though, because I'm curious if any of them don't.
I'm sure yeah, absolutely. No, it's just there's a consistent thing with a lot of street vendors, at least in California, where they will steal produce from like Alyssa's farm or something, where they steal produce from different farms and they'll sell them on the street illegally, which is kind of a bummer. But you can never talk about that because California has such a hold on whatever's right socially, and it's just not appropriate.
I think you can still talk about it as long as you take note that maybe not all of them are doing it.
No, it's
maybe
not. It
even
can't be.
maybe even more so, a smaller percentage of them are doing it rather than all of them. Or do you think it's more? I mean,
It's tough to say.
That's one of those. Yeah, that's
the one where
line
that's just
you can't
guessing.
say,
Yeah,
true. When you're guessing and it's sounding like it's favoring something.
Yeah,
it's not. You can't.
Exactly. No, that's the only part of it. But it is true that
you
there
have to be a
many
centrist
people.
in that position.
A centrist.
A centrist, yes, not left nor right, but in the middle.
What are you? What would you say? Are you a?
Probably more so a centrist.
Are you a moderate?
I don't think I really give a shit enough. Honestly, I have my own views and opinions. I ask you
if
sometimes.
you have your own views and opinions, then.
But probably more in the center because like I understand why both sides are doing certain things. Yet,
what are you socially?
I don't know. What do you think I am? Would you say?
I don't know. I want to say that you're a bit of a cuck, but I feel like you side a lot with very conservative social.
Give me an example of all of them, because I really haven't delved into politics.
Well, what do you think about abortion?
I think that you should have choice.
Okay. And then what do you think about gay marriage?
Absolutely. They should be able to do whatever they want to do.
Okay, you cucked out. You win.
I win.
You did it.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
So what am I?
I think that's not everything, but I think you'll probably side more, if that's your take on those two, you'll probably side more socially liberal. But what do you think about government's control of businesses?
I think I don't know enough to really have an opinion, but just based on my super ignorant...
Then you're a conservative.
Really? You fucking bitch. Get out of this podcast.
No.
I don't know. I think that, I don't know enough of the pros and cons of I'm sure there are pros and cons of a government controlling businesses, but I like mom and pop shops to be able to flourish as well. Yeah. So, I mean, whatever helps both sides without
hindering. Okay, but I'm going to give you a little hint. I don't know enough as well.
All right.
So I wouldn't even be able to diagnose you.
I plead the fifth, baby. Ignorance. We got 3 rules in this world. Don't rape, don't steal, ignorance.
Ignorance.
To be ignorant.
What about murder?
It's whatever it wants to be.
It's whatever it wants to be.
Hey, if I want to murder someone, why shouldn't I be able to?
Dude, that cop that shot a guy in the back, I forget his name.
Oh, like years ago?
No. Was it years ago? Because it was the only reason they brought...
There's 2 huge ones.
Not the Trayvon Martin thing.
Not the Trayvon Martin. That was... There's
a relatively new one.
The one that somebody here showed
The one that they showed on a video, where it's like the person running in a
railway station or whatever.
No, I don't know if it was. I don't remember the background.
And, he's on the ground, and the guy meant to pull out his gun, the taser, and he shot the taser, but it ended up being a gun. That was older. They made a movie about that.
This one was the one where the cop said that he was doing it in self-defense, but someone was actually filming it. So it's clearly the guy like with his back turned, and he shoots him that way.
Fuck him.
Guess what he got?
I don't know, probation, 2 years?
No, 20 years.
Oh.
But still.
Thank God.
That's like...
No, I mean...
That's like manslaughter.
Oh, that's murder. No. If it wasn't self-defense, I mean, you're going to say it was, because why would you be like, oh, no, I shot the fucking guy. I hated him for reasons I won't say. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to say, oh, self-defense. So it was absolutely murder.
Oh, absolutely it was. I mean, in 20 years, and this relates back to... you know what? I'm not even going to talk about it again. I've said it 3 times now.
What?
The fucking HSBC bank thing. Where the cartel thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's so interesting. I want to talk more about that.
Reina did not give a shit about that at all.
Really? I love the idea. I mean, I watched Breaking Bad.
I think she was too worried that what I was saying was wrong. So she just didn't...
Doesn't matter. I mean, you're a human
Doesn't
being.
matter if you're wrong.
No, I mean, if you have an opinion, your opinion matters whether you're right or wrong. It's still fun to talk about. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be a conversation if there weren't people who are wrong.
And I will always take the side of the wrong. Simply.
I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
And you can't stop me.
Oh, we should have taken questions for this.
Let's get questions.
All right, so we got some questions Kib just posted on Twitter to ask everybody. Let's see.
17 seconds ago.
There must be one question already, but I bet it's really bad because no one would be able to come up with a question that easily, that quickly.
Here we go. Ready for the questions?
There are none, aren't there?
Into it.
There are none.
Into it. Okay, here we go.
We have a question?
Why no more mustache was the first question.
Ah, that's a good one.
That actually kind of is a fun question.
Yeah, so Kib had a mustache for a really long time, and it was the best thing that's ever happened to him.
It's as simple as this. Now that I have a fiance, and even when I had a girlfriend, it ended then because there was no way I could allow myself to look fucking disgusting knowing I had...
I think it looked great.
I think it looked funny as fuck, and I miss it. I do miss it, but there's no... I felt unattractive, but I had no reason to feel attractive, to want to be attractive, so it was just fun to be like gross and funny.
When you started dating her, you had the mustache.
I shaved it before the first date.
Really?
Yeah.
But she knew you before that.
She
She was
did.
willing to date you before you had...
Well, she wasn't willing to go on a date with me. She was interested in my brain and how my brain worked, and like... Literally,
That could be
and then
taken
it turned
so many
into a
ways.
date.
That's so funny, though. I'm sure it was meant in the nicest way. Like
It was.
She
It was like
really
she
interesting.
was intrigued by like how I could act, like how I did what I did.
I just know that if I ever said that to somebody, the only reason I'd be saying that is because I'd be like, "Wow, you're so fucking stupid."
No, it has
I know it. I
depends
know
on
it.
the context.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's just such a funny like thing that you could interpret many different ways.
in my brain and how it doesn't work. But it was cool, and then I had that quickly turned into passion.
Will the stash ever come back?
Maybe.
Really?
I'm not saying no. Who knows?
Hey, leaving it up to interpretation, which is easily a no.
Maybe
It will never come back.
Who knows, dude?
When I can finally grow a mustache, I can guarantee
You
I will.
can, dude. You have so much facial hair right now. It's very, very thin.
Yeah.
And not as dark, but it's there.
But just imagine when I get a full... I have such a small head that nothing's going to work out for me for facial hair, but I just hope.
You think?
I hope. I think I need to get beefier and eat more protein.
Yeah, dude. I saw, what was it, a video of you at SourceFed. Somebody was looking at one. Was it James? Where you were naked coming up for a podcast.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just put your clothes on. You were much more built back then.
Yeah, dude. It just...
So was I, though. I'm
Dude,
like
it has
fucking-
dropped off so
I have
much.
nothing. I'm just like a chicken boy with nothing, no talent.
Oh, my God. We have so many questions.
Bring it on. Bring in the heat, baby.
So this one's actually related to
on the heat.
your background. I'm leaving, and this is from Lulu Makinen.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying, I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Canada and hopefully meet one of my internet friends. What should I do there? What do you do in Canada?
Well, it depends on where they are. So, I mean, Canada in general, because it's winter, go snowboarding, rent out a little cabin somewhere, drink hot cocoa, winter things.
Okay, so
It
that's...
really depends where you are geographically in
What can you
Canada.
do in the city?
And it's the same as any city. It's just cold.
There's got to be something different about Canada.
Get poutine. Yeah, get poutine.
So you say poutine. Okay.
Poutine. I mean, that's the correct word. People say poutine when you're like a hick.
Yeah.
I love poutine.
Really? Like
Poutine,
Canadian
baby.
hicks say that? That's
It's
amazing.
more like, oh, fuck, but I'll fucking love a fucking poutine right now. I would fucking love a poutine.
I would fucking
Holy
love to fuck with
bud.
a poutine, bud.
There she fucking goes in the back 40, bud. Holy
On the
fuck.
back 40.
Back
Okay,
40.
get poutine, go snowboarding, easy.
Yeah, cabin.
So this
Ice
next
skating.
question. Ice skating.
Yeah.
I've wanted to go ice
There's
skating
ice
for
skating
so long.
in LA.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
We
they
should
have
do
rinks.
it.
I want to so bad.
It's like roller. What do we do? Roller Pine 69?
Yeah, and they told us to get off the rink.
We could do ice skating.
God, that
Roller
was such a
skate,
bummer.
68. It's a year before.
So here's an interesting one. This could be actually for both of us. Cy Voltage says, "What would your stipulation have to be to kill someone?" For me, you'd have to threaten the livelihood of my
It would have to be
family, probably.
more than an idle threat, though. I'd have to believe. Yeah, I'd have to believe that they were going to kill one of my brothers or my family.
I would have to be
or my
put in a
fiance.
situation where
There was no other choice.
There was no other choice to kill them because there's nothing the police could do, and it's like a guarantee that they're going to come hurt or kill my family.
Hurt or kill, exactly, or like sexually hurt as well.
I'm trying to think of any other situation. You know what? There's one other
would
situation where I would kill somebody, and it's down the end of the line. If I ever got to a point where I was super poor from being fucked over by somebody, and I had nothing left, and there was nothing left to do, kill somebody, and I would kill the person that wronged me in that situation.
How bad did they wrong you?
If they were the ones that benefited off of my downfall. You know,
even in a small
on purpose, in a if they not jealous.
I would imagine that it has to be in a bigger to a pretty big scale.
They'd have to be ruining my life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if they ruined my life and I had nothing left and I knew there was nothing that could happen in the future, I'd kill them.
But there's always something you can do. You could go back to your parents,
Yeah,
go
I
to
could kill 'em.
college.
That's what I could do, and that solves it.
Very good.
An eye for an eye.
I disagree.
Cool. So
fuck! Did we already talk about?
what? Are you farting again? Did we talk about what? Farting?
Did we talk about the movie? I think we talked about it on
What movie?
the Behind the Pine. The movie we just saw that we hated and then we liked. I forget what it was called.
Sacred Deer. Yeah, I talked about it.
We did talk about
yeah.
Sacred Deer? Okay.
We talked about it on that podcast. We talked about it. I talked about it a little bit with Reina. This question's from the Ellie Corn. How do you become satisfied with something you've made when your brain keeps telling you it's not good enough?
That's actually, in my opinion, a good way of thinking because you should be able to recognize unbiasedly, which is really difficult to do, where it's at. You can appreciate it and be like, I like it now, but nothing you do should ever be perfect. You should never be complacent with what you've done. You should always want to do better. That's how you get better and better and better.
Yeah, I was watching a Film Riot video where someone's question was the exact same thing, and he responded like a lot of the professionals he knows, the most talented people he knows in the industry, everybody feels that way.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least you should, because you're never going to grow as an artist or an entertainer unless you do feel that way.
Yeah, you literally would never get better if you thought everything you did was perfect.
Yeah.
It would just be the same.
Because if you feel that way, you're always going to be working towards bettering yourself, which is super important.
Yeah. But again, finish that. Don't let that stop you from doing your project, whoever you are. Finish it. Even if you're like, fuck, I just got to get this done. Like I did that with California, the song, which you should go check out on my Spotify and everything.
But sometimes there's situations where you should.
No, but dude, it wasn't that I didn't have time or I just wanted to finish it and I didn't want to change it. No, at the end it was. But at the beginning, I was like, I tried different drum samples and I was like, I actually think that like the shittiness of the default FL Studio ones it like fits it. And like it's cool that it's shitty, but no one recognized that but me. And then
maybe it's that people recognize that
it was shitty or that I did it on purpose. Maybe, I don't know. There was nothing like no points that came across to me that they recognized that.
Natalia De Silva says, thoughts on anal?
Oh, pro
anal, yeah.
Yeah, pro anal.
What is this one? If you had the chance to. Oh, this is interesting, but I feel like I can already imagine the answer. MG, the late 2000s emo kid, said, if you had the chance to, would you restart your life and change your choices?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't change a thing. Because like butterfly effect, man. And I don't know how drastic the butterfly effect is in life, but hell no.
I wouldn't change anything either, even if I ended out in a different place.
Me too.
Although I think that if there's one thing I could change, it would be acting or knowing how to act better in high school. All throughout high school, like knowing how to act more like I could make friends. Yeah. In a way. I think that'd be great.
The one thing I think about, and this just comes down to self-consciousness maybe, is because like feeling like I wish I was like smarter. Maybe I wouldn't have done any weed or anything in high school because I would have maybe allowed my brain to develop more. But then maybe I wouldn't be the same person. Maybe I wouldn't be.
You have terrible ADHD, and it's
absolutely.
Hurt you your entire
I have
life.
Horrible ADHD. Yeah, but I think that definitely didn't help. When your brain's developing, you shouldn't even be smoking weed.
I don't think you would have been as funny if you didn't have the ADHD.
And maybe, truly.
Where's your headband? That's what someone asks. Okay.
Sometimes I forget it. Sometimes I don't.
Who's your biggest comedy inspiration? Let me guess. Jim Carrey.
One of them. He was my original OG, yes.
Who's your new OG?
Combination of several.
Really? Like,
Crystalia. Old as well, like 5-7 years ago. Jake and Amir. Probably those three. There's none else I can really think of. Oh, Adam Sandler a little bit. Just from like, there's many. Collectively, there's just like funny people that I found really, really funny. Definitely made me want to be funnier.
I don't, oh God.
But Jim Carrey and Crystalia, absolutely.
Oh,
what's up, dude?
For me, I'd say the biggest inspiration I have has never been a comedic thing. I'd say it would probably be Louis C.K.
Really,
unfortunately, yeah. I thought you had a big like spill on your shirt.
I never loved Louis C.K. Dude.
I really thought he was. I mean, I still think that despite all that's happened, he's one of the funniest comedians that's ever lived.
I don't think he's
really
necessarily that funny, honestly. He's never made me like gut
different
laugh.
opinions for different folks. But
like when I watched Crystalia's first, thanks, buddy. Me too. Literally matching, except for our dick sizes.
But I'm absolutely more inspired
James
by
has a bigger dick. And he farted. I've been farting all morning.
People that do dramatic work, I think.
Me.
Wait, what did you say?
Sorry.
Biggest inspirations comedically.
Oh, Louis C.K., Jim Carrey, Jack Black.
Jack Black for me as well.
Jack Black is cool.
Like the OGs, like John Candy, Steve Martin.
Okay, so how many times a day do you... No, that's a terrible question.
Do you masturbate? At least one if I don't have sex. I cut my dick off on the daily, dude.
We'll do
Pain Olympics.
We'll do a quick round. We'll do a quick round to wrap this up.
Wrap this up, baby.
So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter podcast.
Okay, we're good.
Are zodiac signs BS or do you believe in them?
I don't know enough about it, honestly. It's one of those things.
Would you ever remix California with Chicken Boy and James? Oh, I would never
too much
you
work.
to do that with me.
Too much work. I would, but we don't have time.
Does Steve actually pay you enough to afford a wedding ring?
No.
Okay. What is your opinion on?
Wait, yes, kind of.
Well,
Kind of.
no.
Sort of.
Someday.
Oh, not for a wedding ring, but like for what we did. Yeah.
What is your opinion on net neutrality and the situation that's happened? That's
Obviously,
unfolded?
it's unfortunate, and it needs to. There's actually the chairman of California is trying to create a bill. One of the chairman of
The counselor of California.
he's a chairman in whatever something to do with California. Anyways, he's making a bill when shit goes mayhem to have net neutrality in California, and I'm sure lots of states will do that. So it's gonna fuck everything. It sucks. Yeah.
And despite the FCC repealing net neutrality, initial voting, right? Then it's not over yet.
It comes down to 5 people. Also, really quick touch on that. I was reading up on it, and there's somebody that speculates that the FCC will have a lawsuit against them, which will delay this for a long, long time.
Hopefully, it's something. Even if it all was enacted, you wouldn't see changes.
No, it's
for a little while.
It's a
for
super
actually probably a long time. But it would start out as companies making it seem like a better version of their service. Like you'll have 4K streaming options for a really long time on Netflix, and people will be like, they'll look at that on the website and be like, oh, actually, that sounds really cool. Let me click that.
The issue is there's going to be a lot of people that their parents don't want to pay extra money for them to do the same shit they're doing right now. So that's going to fuck up creators on YouTube and like inspiring creators that are small trying to do YouTube. Good fucking luck.
Are you worried at all? And then, so I think that's going to be the end of the questions. Are you worried at all about the Disney and Fox merger and the fact that they get Hulu in that, and the fact that they're going to start their own streaming service, and potentially Netflix could be affected by this? And if Netflix is affected, but also Netflix has their own, shows that they've developed, which have, I think, secured them because people aren't just coming back for content that isn't theirs, which is important. But then you have Disney and Fox merging, and with Hulu, their new streaming service, and if Netflix somehow dies someday, then Disney has the opportunity to turn online streaming services back into the TV age era where they can put in advertisements and all that.
I'm not worried because for people like us in the entertainment industry, all that does is create more opportunity for us to have platforms, to have shows and.
Oh, Disney will never work with us.
Not necessarily true. You never know. I mean, we've already been declined as not safe.
Yeah,
but
we're definitely not safe.
But I think in general, for us, we're kind of fucked with that. But I mean, in general, that just creates more opportunity for platforms for people to have shows.
Okay.
Maybe. I could be entirely wrong, but that's what it sounds like to me.
I think it'll be interesting maybe it'll make Netflix work even harder, which is crazy to me because they have so many good shows.
And also, Netflix is already so much better than any other streaming place for like
True.
shows and TV. So I mean, even if they did purchase Hulu or whatever and they're doing that, like Netflix is still better. So,
I would think the first sign of them bringing over or Hulu to Disney and all that was the sign of the merger with Fox and Disney was when people were like, oh, we should finish watching Sunny in Philadelphia on Netflix because that's leaving soon and going to Hulu.
Yeah.
So they'll have that. Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, when they start doing that, that's when like people start to leave Netflix. But the service on Netflix is still far superior to any other streaming platform. So
Disney is so powerful.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. They're gonna offer so much money to all these fucking premium like A-list shows on Netflix. Then Netflix is just gonna be fucking bare bones. You're gonna be like, our service is good, but we ain't got any good shows, baby.
Take this into account. Disney was able to drop $2-point-something billion in the event of not being able to make this merger work out, and that's just a consolation prize for, I don't know if it's Fox or what, but it's either Fox. I don't think it's the U.S. government or wherever they're doing it. Yeah, it's got to be Fox. So it's just like, if this doesn't work out, you can have $2.5 billion or something.
That's fucked. That's so fucked.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That's so much money.
That's such a powerful company.
That's so powerful. They could squash us.
Oh, easily.
I don't even know how.
If they wanted to kill us, they could. They probably could hire an assassin and they could never get caught.
It would just be a poisonous gas that comes out. It's just go.
You don't die. You just get an erection. Just. Bob Iger is just like, that's the CEO.
Shit. James? What's that bit that we do with our eyes open?
Is that his name?
Warby Parker.
What?
It's like your last words before you die. Warby Parker. And you like your eyes open. Holy shit. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, this is going to be a shorter episode. I hope you enjoyed.
It's like 25
on the podcast. No, it was like 30 almost. Yeah. We did it. And Reina's just going to be proud that I did anything at all.
Yeah,
I think, which is the most important part.
She'll be so proud.
So, Reina, you're welcome.
Reina, you're welcome.
We get excited for our Christmas episode coming up.
Hey, don't forget, follow me on Twitter at NotKib and check out my new song, California. It's on every platform ever.
Oh, I cut out the podcast like 20 minutes ago.
Say your outro quick so this can stay in.